didn't get a pre-warning for that. The pre-warning seems to have busted. Like, specifically the pre-warning for the ads. Which, arguably, is the more important one.
Please halt. We will be scanning your cargo load. We found nothing. You can go.
You want to know what's actually really annoying? The design of this, like the Asgard, would not actually be that difficult to have in a this orientation. Where the front is the top. Like, it is very much already designed in such a way that that would make sense if it was oriented that way. I really would like to know why so much sci-fi, particularly sci-fi games, is just like, no, gravity is towards the side of the ship, not the bottom. Not the back of the ship. Yeah, the bottom of the ship is not where the thrusters are. Like, can't really see it, but this should be the bottom of the ship. Not one of the sides. And so many sci-fi games do not do that. And I don't understand why. There is this obsession in the genre with having things behave as though they are inside a gravity well. Like, they're not actually in space. It bothers me. It bothers me maybe more than it should, but it bothers me. Like, look at that. Look at that. That is intimidating in that orientation. That looks right in that orientation. This looks like it belongs on an ocean. In water, not in vacuum. Even the way these main turrets are placed is like, that's a World War II ship. Why are things obsessed? Why is the genre obsessed with World War II in space? It's space, my dude. Make it be space. My wingspan is bigger than I thought. Also really hard to tell when I've literally turned off the entire rest of my ship. Oh, we moving! She's alive!
Turret.
I'm obviously
Asgard.
not trying to target the turret. It is my own goddamn ship.
Docking granted. Successfully docked. Experimental shuttle.
I'm a little bit disappointed that there's not all the other rooms on here. Alright. First things first. Oh. You go rescue that. You do have Bruce Lost, don't you? Yeah. Go rescue. Alright. Hail. Guess what? First thing you need to do. Transfer crew. Transfer me that. And replace the captain. Requires a crew transfer to that ship. What? Skills find the ship-based M-Dog kind of impressive though. I love for displaying the scale difference. Yeah. But even if it was vertically oriented, there's still ways to do that. It's still very possible to use the ship-based M-Dog in a vertical orientation. Just that rather than landing, you know, the side of your ship down the way it does, you know, like it's in a fucking gravity well, it docks like that. I could. It's not actually the captain that I want. Because I have a captain for this ship.
Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission granted. Can I help?
Hello.
Acknowledged.
Alright, that's a pretty good start. No train up there. That is a pretty damn good start on crewing this. Alright. Hang on. Where's...
Shipyard. Docking granted.
4 company-specific jobs left to do. Finish unlocking the paint jobs. 1 golden coin still to find, and 20 ranks. Not bad. I'm gonna check there's nothing in front of me. Hang on. That doesn't look right.
Docking permission granted.
Is there only one ATF main battery on here? I thought they were all meant to be ATF main. Yeah, I thought they were all meant to be ATF main. One ATF main? Okay. Yeah, I thought they were all ATF main. Other two are ones like thin, disable those and just have their cooling. Feed the beam. I've just put them on the secondary. Presumably, if I don't fire them, that cooling will still work. So they're like ready to go on secondary fire if I need to.
Please hold. We'll be scanning your cargo hold. Scan whenever you're ready. All clear. Move along. Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission granted.
I get that any situation that would benefit from firing those would benefit more from cooling the beam faster. You also have them bound to a secondary set. I just don't usually have that set selected. Yeah, that's fair. I can think of some situations that would benefit from them, but they're situations that don't call for having the main beam or using the main beam, and it's more about keeping the main beam in reserve rather than specifically benefiting from having those. Rather, it's just, yeah, the main beam isn't necessary for this, so keep the main beam in reserve in case it is. And the lateral thrust on this is slow as fuck. The logic, but not the circumstances. Smaller ships. Smaller ships, but you can see, say there's a bee coming in, and you got a line on her. You're in range of it, it's not in range of you. But you can also see that there's a K behind it.
Scanning your cargo hold. Go ahead and scan. All clear. Move along.
You use the Terran main battery to take out the B, and you've still got the ATF cannon to then hit the K. In rapid succession. Beam turrets will delete the B in seconds. Yeah, but that requires it getting close enough for the turrets. If you've got a shot on it, and you're in range, yeah, the beam turrets have a decent range, but not as long as that Terran main cannon does. That Terran main cannon's got something like an 8k range.
Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission granted.
It's not going to be a very common circumstance. You're almost never going to end up firing it, but yeah. They're the sorts of situations. Oh, you know, maybe a turret's occupied with other shit. Particularly some of the fights that I plan on getting into. Better projectile travel time, dodgeability. Quick tap the main beam. 12.5k. Yeah, but then you use some of its heat up, and if you're specifically saving its cooldown to hit something bigger, you know, a bigger threat, or you've just fired it and then realized that there's something behind it. Like, the exact inverse of the situation. Just fired the main. The ATF main. Killed something. Oh shit, now there's something else behind it that I need to hit before it hits me, while all your turrets are occupied. Again, almost never gonna come up.
Successfully docked.
That is the kind of thing that I'm talking about.
It's an honor to have you aboard.
It damn well better be. Alright. What I should do... We will do this. Come here. Should I carry some Marines? I feel like carrying a complement of Marines is probably a good idea. They're all going to need training, of course. They can still either use the main beam or just wait for the turrets to have a spare moment.
Sir.
Realistically, yeah, probably. That is probably how it would actually play out. I want the ship dealership. But it's still better to be prepared for that eventuality. In case it comes up. So I've got that one. Like, that's kind of cool. But yeah, that one is just kind of gross. That one's pretty cool. I'm gonna be honest. That one is better than that one. Like, just saying. And what the fuck is that? Yeah, I think I'd rather that one. It's at least, I don't know, shiny. But I did just notice the stars and they're kind of... ew. I think this is the closest to what I want, though. That I currently have. If the colors were reversed, the inverse color scheme. Maybe not, because we've got down here some parts of it. This top bit. This bit here needs to stay the same. This line can stay the same. That and that needs to swap. I don't want to put that on. I just do not have any parts for these, do I? Not on me. We'll go with that one for now. We can always change it later. Jump over here. And see what I have in the way of mod parts. I scrolled past all of the mod parts, didn't I? We have one shield generator coil. Well, that sucks. It got there. It got there. Put advanced on in the meantime, you can always replace later. That's true. I didn't check what I needed for advanced. Excuse me? Are you not docked? Why did it undock? No, what? Fuck you. Yep. Yep. Jump back over here. Grab some bits while I wait for that to dock again. Keep pressing shift to try and sprint. Yeah, we'll grab this. It is just crystallite that I need in addition to that, isn't it? I think so. Wait, dude. Where are you going? My frame rate hates being on the station. Why not just dock there? Swear to God, my dude.
experimental shuttle.
But yeah, the M-Dock is really good for showing scale. Or just any dock on a large ship. Because, like, okay, you stand next to this and you're like, yeah, that's kind of big. Right? It's bigger than most, you know, standard fighter jets. And then you got that, and it's like, oh, that's fucking big. You know, anything docked there. Like, anything docked there is the size of a, the ships that in Star Citizen would get you an XL hangar. I'd say your 890 or, Reclaimer. And then you realize we're on a ship. My guy, where the fuck are you docking?
Sir.
Oh, now we have a break in crew quarters. Did I just not see those before? I feel like having a use for these would be better. Like, even if it was just putting crew in them. Where are we? Crew quarters, okay. What good is a break when the people could just walk through walls like that? I know, right? Dude, where the fuck are you going?
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
Dude's been spending too much time at Solati.
Hello. Sir?
Crewman.
Dude, taking so long. Oh my god. Autosave, why? Autosave, why? Why do you do this to me? Please. Please autosave. Does that mean we're docked? Why am I here? That's it. That's it. I'm killing the crew. Throwing them overboard. Out the airlock. Every single one of them. Definitely reducing the mass seems like a good idea. I don't need missile capacity. Alright, that's pretty good. I feel like capacity on the shields is going to be more important. Good, I had exceptional. Did I? I do. Okay, again. Capacity or recharge? I feel like capacity is probably going to be more useful. Really? You just gave me the bottom end. Excuse me? Oh, tuning software. Fine. Catalyst and tuning software. You want tuning software? What do you need? Maybe email that. Okay, so catalyst, tuning software, and offside. And fuel container? Okay. That's catalyst, fuel container, tuning software. I was gonna say, do I not have any oxide? There it is. Right at the bottom. Ow. What? Hey, Chozo? Chozo? Which one is it? Is it Chozo or Chozo? List moved as I collected. Of course it did. Trying to work out why all my ships are dancing. Longo? Chozo. Awesome. Glad I got that right. Welcome in. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Alright, cooling. Or one cooling. A different cooling. I feel like cooling is going to be the one I want to go for. Been enjoying rotating objects? Nice. There was a point earlier today where I'm just like, you know what? I kind of want to go back to that. Like, what was it? I think on my, like, third death to a K, tonight. And I'm just like, this just makes me want to go back to Star Trucker. But now I have an Asgard. But I definitely want that if I want the cooling. Damage is already stupid. So that's fine. And surface element damage with the ATF main battery? I'm sorry, if you're targeting surface elements with that, I'm sorry, you're wrong. Just don't bother. Just hit the damn thing. Maybe not want to play X4, like X2, not as many nanites. Nanites? I vaguely recall nanites being a thing, but, like, I also don't. That was not... That's a terrible roll. Give me a better roll. Better roll. Better roll? What is this? Weapon reload plus 93. What? Or it was negative. Like, what is that actually? What are you doing? Do I want that positive or not? I have no idea what the fuck's going on with that. Damage can be useful, and uses basically a full charge. Okay. But if I add cooling, I get more full charges. Can't remember what they're called. Terraforming nanites? Oh, the Xenon. Xenon. They're also very much not nanites. They are significantly bigger than nanites. Anyway, I call them bugs. Bugs, bots, same thing. On a beam weapon that does nothing. Secondary is it affects time between volleys. Okay, cool. So I'm just rolling this as high as I can, though I also want the damage as this reduction to not be doing that. I'm just wasting resources here, aren't I? What else will I do with those? That's true. That's true. Let's see what this one gets me. Yeah, I'd rather it not be a damage reduction. I think I just assumed there were nanites. Great terraforming machines. Knew the game was set far into the future and brain went small. I can see the logic. I can see the logic. But no, the very early version of them is basically what's in here, right? Or some of what's in here. One of the variants of stuff that's in this one, where no, it's literally just, it's a ship. It's just straight up a ship. It's just got AGI on board. But it is otherwise straight up a ship, like you would crew it. Have you ever seen Inside an H? Because that is one of the original terraforming ships. You have not? I will show you one. Stick around for a bit while I sort this shit out. You don't want travel thrust? Boost thrust? I think I want travel thrust or forward. I think I might go that one. That was the wrong button. That was a decent roll that I just got rid of. Okay, that's a decent one. That's a pretty good roll. I got the shield already. Dude, that's not too bad. But this is also why I want exceptionals, because they have less negatives. I might just take this one off. So, the Xenon Age. Just before we actually go take a look at it, or look inside it rather. Once the Age stood as the pinnacle of terraformer technology and was used for all terraforming projects, utilizing its seismic guns to quickly alter terrain. In its new role, it functions primarily as a fast-strike drone carrier, able to punch through enemy defenses with its powerful weaponry quickly driving into their midst and unleashing its host of drones. Right, so that's what we're looking at. One of the original terraforming ships. I renamed mine the Plausible Deniability. Take a guess as to why.
Entering
But-
system. Grand exchange.
Look at that. A full cockpit. A full bridge. Don't ask me why it's got this paint job on it. I found it like that. Yeah, full bridge. I think it may even have a crew quarters. Yep, and a brig. Dumb. With the, I think it was the 7.0 update, there was a bunch that were introduced. Like new variants, including the H. But a lot of the ones that end with E. So, technically, you can still come across the original P P. Like... Yeah, that was backwards. No, that was backwards. I don't know. Yep, the P. There's now a PE. And that has an interior as well. There's also now the F, which is... Externally, the F looks cool as fuck. I love the exterior design of the F. Do. Look at this. Look at this fucker. Just how long it's been since I played? Yeah. So I originally played in 1.0. I played on original release. There's so much that's different. For one, you don't take hull damage when you collide with something anymore. I know they patched that out, like, real early on, but, like, yeah. Yeah. When I first played, you ran into something, you died. I'm pretty sure they also didn't have the auto-eject. The last you played, Avarice had just been released. Yeah, that's a fair way back. But yeah, look at this. How cool is that? I think I have one. But the other really cool thing is the inside of the PE. Jump over to this one. As you can see, I've captured a few PEs. They will just bail like they did in the older ones. But yeah, look at this. Look at this shit. What's really cool is this is not glass, this is screens. Yeah, this shit is screens. Like, when you first capture it, you walk in, none of this. Like, you can't see through it. Until you sit down and it's got this really cool animation that plays as, like, the screens activate. I don't know what this is meant to be. Possibly the way out. Yeah, looking at that's the way out when you dock. Human presence acknowledged. Accommodating. Exactly. Exactly. Basically, it's... what's the word? Vestigial.
PE.
It's all a vestigial cockpit, bridge, human accommodations. Because obviously they don't need them anymore. So yeah, this goes back to the original Xenon. It's also why all of the other Xenon in the game are like Branch 9. It's literally the 9th branch of the Xenon. Oh, I need to reassign a Gladius to that, don't I? You need a captain. You need a captain. I'll have to remember to do that. Hey, you. Reassign him. Beacon is Xenon. This fleet took on its first eye before, just earlier. It was theorized at the time that all human accommodation had been bred out of the ships because machines don't need them. Yeah. Yeah. So Branch 9, all human accommodation has been bred out. But you can now come across, sort of integrated with them, some of the more original Xenon that still have those vestigial human accommodations on board. Pretty cool. Yeah. There is an ad coming up, it sounds like. I did actually get my forewarning today. Nice. I don't know what the bot's doing. Sometimes it's telling me, sometimes it's not. It's a little bit annoying, to be honest. I'd rather it be consistent. Like, either consistently tell me or consistently don't. Anyway, I just got an Asgard. What else is new? The experimental shuttle's now in. You can get that with the Timelines expansion.
Entering system. Sol.
Yadachi and Cutlass. A couple of other ones as well. There's 2 new expansions. So Timelines isn't so much your open universe expansion. Its storyline is completely separate. However, completing it, or completing, like, different steps in it, unlocks stuff in your open universe. You only need to complete it once. It is a separate save.
Requesting permission to dock.
So you complete it once, and then
Permission granted.
basically every save you've got, that stuff will be unlocked. Mostly it is ships that you can find and claim around, including... Yo, give me command. Like Farnham's Rest or some of the X3 spin-offs. Not quite. Not quite. It's more of a mission-based. So, you go into the mission, you do the mission, you come out of the mission. But there is sort of like an overarching narrative outside of the missions. It's a bit hard to explain without spoilers. You don't leave a station, but you go off and do missions. Those missions themselves don't tell the story, rather you're doing those in order to progress the story. Yeah. But also, completing the missions unlocks shit. So ships you can find, there's a few sectors that will unlock as well. And it's... the ad break hit. God damn it. Alright, I'll go drag this over towards the Sapporo. So I can show that. Oh my god, my frame rate hates this sector. Or hates this station. But dude, are you okay? Summarizer is amazing. I know, right? Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not. Yeah, sometimes it's fantastic, sometimes it's a little bit hit and miss. Let me know when you're back from the ad.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
Fill in the ad, they won't hear you say to tell them when they aren't. That's true. That's true. That's very true. That is very, very true. Depending on the ad. Depending on the ad. I know some ads are just like, it pops up a little thing. Coming out now? Here we are? Okay. Oh shit, that's a... Hi. Yep, and I thought that was big. Okay, so I think I just scooped up a ship. Anyway, what I wanted to show you is this orange fucker here. That is one of the ships that you unlock by playing through timelines. It is the Sapporo. And I forget the dude's name, but if you know the lore behind the X series, the former captain, like the original captain of that is a pretty major player in a very big event in the history. Nathan Argun, thank you. Thank you. Yep. The original captain of that ship is Nathan Argun. So that's the sorts of things that you'll come across in timelines. As well as, like, the experimental shuttle, which if you played the first one, and probably two as well, actually, I think. Yeah. Yeah, the experimental shuttle, which I actually have docked on this Asgard. It's the ship that I've been flying around mostly. I think I scooped up my, my yacht. But yes, that is Gun's ship. I can make more of those too, which is really cool.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking
So what are you starting in the
permission
next one? Yes. Yes. Experimental. It's spelt without the first E. Because X series experimental. Yeah. I know, it's cheesy. Cheesy, but it's also from that era of sci-fi. But yeah. Nathan Gunn's ship. That is one of those ships that you can get by playing through timelines and then coming back to the open universe. Wormhole Extreme Kappa. Indeed. Indeed. Yeah, so you go through play through timelines, complete the relevant mission, come back to the open universe, and go and claim. Like, you have to go to a spot, find, and claim the ship that you just unlocked. But once you've done that, like, once you've unlocked it, it's now unlocked in every file. In all of your save files. If you start a new one, it'll be there. If you go back to one that you haven't played in 5 years, it'll be there. Remember, they also named an expansion Extension. They did. They did. Yep. That they did. Yeah, cheesy era of sci-fi. I need to get this out of this sector, because holy fuck. When devs do unlocks like that? Yeah, so the biggest complaint is that it doesn't take place within the open universe, so that's my biggest complaint. On top of that, a lot of people find a lot of the missions really hard. And, like, some of the ones I've seen complaints about being really hard, I'm like, that was the easiest missions. Like, that was the easiest set of missions. But then other ones that people are like, that one's really easy, I'm like, that's... no. No, I struggled with that one. So, like, there's a bit of, like, different styles of play in there. But the E in next stands for easy anyway. Like people find the racing missions really hard, but they're the ones that I 5-starred, right? But then those same people find the trade missions. The trade missions are the ones that they 5-starred, and I'm like, I just want to get this over with. I just want to get this over with and move on and do something different.
Requesting permission to dock.
Yeah, so, like, you will get a variety of things. I do actually recommend the Timelines expansion to sort of, like, once you've gone through the tutorials and you know how to play, to then sort of take it the next step and learn how to use that knowledge and those skills that you've just learned from the tutorials. Like the combat, right? Yeah, it teaches you the very basics of combat, but it doesn't really teach you how to then apply that, whereas Timelines would. Same with trading. It's like, okay, yeah, you've been taught the basics of trading, we'll now apply that. And there's stuff with mining, right? Now, it's not presented in your tutorial manner, so you will need to figure it out. And you do need to know how to do the things. But it's like, yeah, okay. It's just a little bit more to sort of work through. And you unlock shit for the open universe. So you do that, go to the open universe, go claim your ships, and you've got a starting fleet. Like, this, you know, the Sapporo here, that's a destroyer. Straight up. If you can claim it early game, congratulations, you've just got yourself an early game destroyer. Like, same with the H, right? If you can get there and claim it, congratulations, you've just got an early game destroyer. Or drone carrier. If you claim the Adachi, that's a Corvette, right? Again, that's actually easy to claim. Like, that's pretty easy to claim. So you go there, claim it. Congratulations, you've got a Corvette. You can do that basically as soon as you start. You've now got a medium ship to start. Medium combat ship to start with. Anyway, I was taking this out of this sector because holy fuck, I can't do anything. Just take me there. That will do.
Autopilot engaged.
Give me this. How are you going? Construction has stalled. Once again.
Docking permission granted.
Where are you actually at, though? Because I think you got a few things done. A few segments done. Holy shit, you actually did. You actually did. That is awesome. You're looking horizontally now? Is it that time already? Not quite. Kinda early for you. I want you. You, and you. All need to come dock here. Oh, hang on. Need to get rid of any default orders you have. Remove assignment. Remove assignment. It was up at about 4:30. Ouch. Remove assignment. Remove assignment. You're just on dock and wait, that's fine. Okay. Give me that, give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Dock and wait. You cannot dock. Hack with Commander. And as you know, it was a bit later than usual to bed last night. Only about yeah. Yeah, I reckon that's probably why I overslept today. And you also need to join that fleet. You can probably just be on a follow.
Joining squad.
Autopilot epically failed.
Are you kidding? A fun fact, that's actually two separate voice lines in the game files. Autopilot and epically failed are different voice lines. Means when I ripped it for the point redeem, I actually had to edit that together. I had to grab both files, edit down autopilot to just be pilot, and then stitch them together. It's also kind of annoying, because I'm pretty sure it's the only time that autopilot is actually used, but there are so many voice files that aren't used. Like, there's voice files for the different modes being activated or deactivated, and they don't play. They're not used. They're in the files, but they're not used. There's voice lines for your different weapon groups. Like, there's voice lines for basically everything you do with your ship. Most of them are not used.
Entering system. Getsofune.
So there's a decent amount of bloat in that. That said, there's also, like, all of the, or a lot of the voice lines, or at least the ship AI voice lines from X3 in there. We'd love to get a hold of the audio files, turn them into a voice tag profile. So it's actually not that difficult to get a hold of the voice files. You need to register your game or your Steam account if you got it through Steam with on the Egosoft forums. So you need to have an Egosoft forums account. Once you've done that, you can actually access the software used to unpack the catalog files. Right? They do this for modding. Right? They give you access to the files, to the software to get access to the files so that you can make mods of the game. But they need to make sure that you own the game first. So yeah, it's actually not that difficult to get access to. The hard part is working out what catalog you need to unpack, and then figuring out what file within that is what you're after. Because everything is just... the file name for everything is just a number. So you need to know what number range you're looking for. apart from that, like, once you've got them, you can copy them, rename them, do basically what you want with them. Oh, yeah, like, you could go through them. It will take you forever to go through them. My advice would be to just listen to, like, one from each and go, cool, that's the voice I'm looking for, and narrow it down that way. But then not all of them are in the same place. Like, there's a few that are in across multiple folders. You can probably also find information online about what files will be, or like what numbers are what you're looking for. And obviously there's all of the localizations in there too. But yeah, that information is available. The software is available to make the files available. And originally it's like that for modding capability. I just realized, do you even have internal bays? You have 3 ships docked at the moment. Okay, how many can you have? Chloe, a bunch of that info on the same forums? There is. There is. Like, people have been going through these files for a while, and modding with these files basically since the game came out. So, like,